to call the meeting to order. So this is the special meeting of the Oregon City Commission. We are going to be doing an interview for the Destination Marketing and Management Organization. And let's do roll call real quick.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
Here.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Here.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Here.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Here.
Mayor Denise McGriff.
Present. All right, go ahead, Ann.
Well, thank you, everybody. I wanted to introduce the final candidate that you'll be meeting with this week for the Destination Management and Marketing Organization. Her name is Jessica Land. You may know Jess because she's the current director of the Oregon City Farmers Market. She has been in charge of the Oregon City Farmers Market for the last 5 years. It's grown in size under her leadership. She has also managed additional farmers markets, including in Beaverton and Silverton, as well as helping to organize the James Beard Public Market in Portland. She has a background in sustainability and is also trained in culinary arts. So I think you'll enjoy speaking with her, and I'd like to invite Jessica to come up to the table.
Okay, she's going to take your spot. Okay, all right. Come on up, Jess.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we just have a series of questions and they are there in front of you and we'll just go around the table. Do you know everyone?
I always know Rocky because he taught my daughter in high school. So Adam, I've seen you at the market, Michael and Denise, obviously. So no, I don't know Scott. Good to meet you. Wonderful. Yes, nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, so go ahead. Rocky, I believe you're first.
Yeah, so you have your questions there, but we'll read it. Why do you want to be involved with Destination Oregon City, and how do you see your role in its development and success?
I see Oregon as being a type of destination town with the rich history that we possess here. In terms of like agritourism, our area is really rich with abundant Oregon agriculture, and our area is really prolific in supporting local farms. It would be nice to encourage more folks to view Oregon City as a destination and to come and visit our businesses, do more shopping, and it's such a lovely community and very welcoming and inclusive that it would be nice to invite and host more folks to come and see us.
Okay, great. Could you describe your experience in tourism, hospitality, and other aspects of the travel industry?
I'll go back a little bit with my work with Travel Oregon and Travel Portland when working on the feasibility team for the James Beard Public Market that's coming to Portland in the spring and fall.
Yes, and how many years has that been?
Many, many, and I was just one of those groups to filter through for, and that was a really great opportunity to see the value of what Oregon has to offer in terms of tourism. Specifically with Oregon City, again, Ann mentioned my history with working for the Oregon City Farmers Market, which has become a destination for many folks, not only within Oregon City, but within Clackamas County, especially during the winter. We have folks come in as far as like Estacada. So it's been neat to develop programs in partnership with a lot of area organizations and other nonprofits to increase visibility both to Oregon City and the important role that our market plays in local food access.
Okay. What's your experience been with destination management? And we have added the other M now, so we have destination management and marketing.
We've done, or I guess I should say, I've done a lot of like surveys and a lot of different social media channels via newsletters and a host of, I guess I should say, a variety of outlets that I've incorporated to raise awareness with both our programs and within our Oregon City market. Also with James Beard, I was in charge of doing a lot of the programming and outreach for, to raise awareness with vendors and visitors. A lot of promotion work throughout our town and greater Portland area, again, with a lot of writing and press releases, newsletters. I'm engaging with different members of communities here and throughout the state with Oregon Farmers Market Association, again with Travel Oregon. So I've been in charge of the growth and development of different organizations.
What skills or experience do you have in financial oversight or budget development, particularly for marketing or nonprofits?
I write our yearly market budget for this farmer's market, and then I served on the team at James Beard Public Market for their budget development. I guess everything kind of goes through me in terms of the finances, along with my board of directors, and we are a nonprofit organization, as was James Beard. So we just build out a budget with what we have with our grants and with our different fundings. I guess that's something I've just been involved in for, I think now past 7 years, and that's just part of like my daily work to make sure that we are within our budget. Last year we came out ahead, which we saw a large growth, and that was really encouraging as well.
These get a little repetitive sometimes, the questions, but we ask everybody the same question, so that's why.
That's fine.
What experience do you have as a board member for a nonprofit organization?
I am executive director for the Oregon City Farmers Market, which is a 501c3 nonprofit, so I do sit on their board as a voting member. Excuse me, also as a voting member with James Beard Public Market, voting member with, back when I did Silverton Market, that was many moons ago.
Do they still have it?
They do. It's a lovely boutique market that's grown quite a bit, yeah. So I guess I would say, how many years has that been now? I guess the past 10 years I've been in one form or another, and then I've also served on subcommittees on our board, and I think 3 different subcommittees in the past few years as well.
Thank you.
What goals do you think the DMMO should set for itself for the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I know destination is part of the agenda, so that always sticks in my mind, both from from our farmers market standpoint, but also throughout our town. I think there's a lot of opportunity for some unique development that would serve our current population and would be enticing for those outside of our area to come to Oregon City as a destination point. We just have so much, again, like I was saying, to offer I always come back to Oregon agriculture, but we're in a really rich, abundant area that would just be wonderful to educate and share our bounty with whoever's traveling through, I guess, to be honest. But I don't know, the next 3 to 5 years, there's a lot of upheaval right now. So I would just like to see our city as an inclusive, welcoming environment, and one that is sought after, knowing that they're secure businesses, and that it would be a place that people seek out to come.
So how do you see that 3 to 5 year goal incorporating, I don't think there's been enough marketing for the farm loop.
Yeah, the agritourism is severely lacking, and I'm going to be honest, when I went on to the city's website under the tourism department, frankly,
I mean, it's not ours, it's the county farm loop, it's not our farm loop.
Right, well, I was put out, if you will, that something as simple as farmers markets were not listed as a destination point, as an act of that's a beautiful
we'll take care of that.
tourist attraction. We are serving so many members with food benefits. We are a point of local food access, not just our market, all the farmers markets, and they deserve to be at a point of reference. Oregon has 136 farmers markets, and they're being underserved by not having the support of government, area government support. So I would like to see that change,
Pass that on.
and
We
yeah,
can get
I
that changed
appreciate
like
that.
right away.
That would be great.
So what approaches would you
I
recommend?
didn't know there was a
Backside.
back. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was just an add-on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what approaches would you recommend to ensure there's collaboration between the DMMO, our city's economic development department, and then organizations like DOCA and the chamber to make sure that, they're collaborating?
Good communication, outreach, I think I said collaborative efforts. Everyone is, I hope, has a goal for the same outcome. So I think we can all learn from one another and pivot off of one another to strengthen and fortify our town with these, incredible organizations that are all of like-minded beliefs and have the same focus goals. So I'm not really sure. I guess that would be something I'd learn along the way, but I think an interactive approach would be really important. In addition, like I was saying about communication and.
All right. How would you handle conflicts of interest or differing opinions among board members, an executive director, stakeholders, or the community?
Everyone is welcome to share an opinion and when they are differing, that can cause opportunity for discussion, but I always believe it needs to be done with respect and integrity. I think if something can be resolved between the two people or parties that might be having differing opinions is important. But then I also think there should also be the support that they could go to for additional input, or maybe a third party or a mediation or something like that. But I am always open to dialogue, and I think if it comes from a place of respect, there can be good outcomes. And if not, work together to bring in a third party to maybe help facilitate an agreement.
Okay, outside of board meetings, what would you think is your responsibility as a DMMO board member?
Well, I think there'd be plenty during the week and outside of meetings to be collaborating, and I think as one learns more of what the role will require, those will come to fruition in terms of what those what that job description would look like. I think being actively involved and present and available is going to be really important. So to plan time management would be important as well in order to be successful in serving on the board.
Thank you.
Being the fact that you are an executive director of an organization yourself, how do you see you would work with a new executive director for this organization? Because that's one of the tasks that you're going to be doing is finding one and then interviewing and
Sure.
selecting them.
Well, I think the executive director has a neat opportunity to, I always use the word collaborate, but they can, it can be a very collaborative effort. And I think working as a team has a lot of benefits. I know that I would welcome somebody that really appreciates dialogue and can work together as a group, since again, having the same goal. I think there, a level of respect, of course, but also just with equity and equality amongst the members.
Do you have any questions for us?
No, I don't believe so. This appears to be quite thorough, so thank
So
you.
I do know that are they meeting today?
They are, if you want to dismiss just for a few minutes.
Sure. Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Pop that one on. Okay, what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
Well, I
Go ahead.
can make a few comments.
Yes, please.
I was very impressed by Jessica's resume, and I thought she did well in her interview as well. Specifically, and I know we talked about this at our first interview meeting about wanting to make sure we filled in the gaps for those targeted sectors. And I felt particularly strong about the agritourism sector, given that we are right at the edge of suburban and rural. That's something that makes Oregon City special. I remember, which isn't the case now, but when I was growing up and going to Oregon City High School, and I could look across my window and see cows in the field right there. That is not the case anymore, but it's something that makes Oregon City special. And our state is built upon agriculture, and agritourism is often a great way for people who aren't so accustomed to that industry to get their foot in the door. And so I felt that she was exceptionally qualified. And I will also remind folks who are watching that we're not interviewing one person for one position. We have already interviewed a variety of people who are still on the table to be appointed. But I would be happy to move forward with Jessica.
Yeah, well, I would say that you speak about looking out your window and seeing cows. When I first came here, they were still farming red soils. There was no buildings on it. There was tractors going on, and they were growing stuff up there. And I was like, wow, right here. Plus the part of the berry farm was still in existence up where
Berry Hill?
Yes,
I
where
was gonna say.
Smuckers had their name up there, and it was like I'm driving around going, whoa, okay, this is pretty awesome. So yes, it is the backbone of our county and our state economy. It's a big driver, and I would definitely say that we will correct that and get that on our website, that the farmers market is going on and that it be listed as a destination. But I would support this this application for our position.
Yeah, I would as well, and as far as her contacts with farmers and exhibitors at the farmers market, if we're trying to put together a farm tour, she's going to know exactly where those kind of things
Well, there is one.
could be done.
Mount Hood Territory has
okay,
a farm.
Well, maybe Oregon City needs one.
Well, a lot of it is in Oregon,
Yeah,
around
okay.
Oregon, right around Oregon City,
Anyway,
including the wineries.
she has the contacts that can really bring in assets from agritourism businesses or agriculture businesses. So,
Scott?
Just to be concise, I agree with and support everything that's already been said. I think it would make sense, and I would support an appointment.
Agree with everything that's been said. I think that having the connections to not only the markets beyond Oregon City and the region, but experience working with Travel Oregon, Travel Portland.
James
so-
Beard Market that's coming online.
Yeah, so
There
it's,
could be a connection.
so I would recommend we appoint.
I will move to appoint Jessica Land to the DMMO Board of Directors and send her right now to City
to the
Hall
meeting.
for their organizational meeting.
Second, yes. So we have 4 seconds. Everybody's seconding the motion.
Commissioner Mike Mitchell.
aye.
Commissioner Adam Marl.
Aye.
Commissioner Scott Wilson.
Aye.
Commissioner Rocky Smith.
Aye.
Mayor Denise McGriff.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Okay, we will adjourn this meeting and we will start in about 5 minutes or so.